today. Share day is fine. I do not remember if I... Let me check something real quick. I know I am always never quite ready to start stream, but I'd like to be on a little early. I also made myself an entire box of pretzel nuggets because... Oh, cool. Nice dress subs. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I was... Okay. Let's look at the schedule real quick. 10 a.m. Okay. To be fair, I didn't get back from grocery shopping until 10:15, so that wouldn't have worked anyway. Alright. Right. Cool beans. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And also I need to go to here, right? Would be a useful one to do. Okay, we're doing world building today. I don't know what kind of world building, but we are. I mean, we got a whole planet. I just drew the map on, and we haven't actually done anything with. There's a whole slew of cities that need names. I've been naming them after European cities, like New Berlin. New Rome is the capital, but honestly, some of them could be more obscure, like New Indiana. I don't think there's a New Indiana, but if you say it, drop in the chat for what fun stuff we should name after. Let's see. It was the planet of Bernadette, which had Saint Bernadette, who was named after the planet, not the other way around. Because... Nope. Sorry. I mixed that up. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. They definitely need longer in the microwave. I need to put them in for. Alright. Okay, there's that. Let's see. Vizgard. Fun stuff. Let's see. Absolute nerds. Any others? Sorry, I'm just trying to bring out Greyhawk Online. Oh, they were on this morning too. Dang, I should have. Okay, well, I was also at the grocery store doing crazy other stuff, so it's fine. Alright. So goal for the stream today. I'm still doing prep work. Oh, also I've been uploading videos to YouTube. In case any of you are curious, I have a YouTube channel, Lisi123, which is the same as my name on Discord. Fun fact. Here. I can put a link. Well, I'll put a link later, maybe when there are more people here. But, oh, wow. Yeah. It's a fun thing. Okay. Let me, oh, hey. Yeah. There. I put most of my streams up when I remember to get the thing straight and all that jazz. Okay, so let me open this up properly and see what we got. Let's go to Expectus Primus. Ready? Yay. Okay, so we got the ship and crew. We got Janthine. We got Stubbs. Oh, the cook. Right. We had our whole... All right, so we basically just went through the origin path, but for the cook. And she has like, oh, we need to give her siblings. They have to have... Because she had... We said, hang on. Let me check my notes. Alright. Yeah, my hair is still... I never took it out of the braid, so it's kind of in this weird falling out braid thing-ish. I don't know, I went to the grocery store with my hair like this, so you know what? It's fine. First stream. Or, you know what we're gonna do. It's gonna be not much of a thing. We're gonna do classic. I think this is how you, for a man, man bun, you go it up higher, and it's weird. Yeah, but I think that's more of a manly bun. Okay, there we go. Somehow looks worse, but that's okay. Point being, oh, see, that one was perfect. Nope, that's no. Okay. Alright, so, Bartle, oh, yes, that was just some random woman that we re-rolled up partially, on, a stream because someone wanted to re-roll and they didn't, you know, they just threw in 100 channel points to get the re-roll and didn't know what they were rolling for, so I was just like, alright, well, I'll roll the chart, show it off, and then make this character canon, so, she exists now, but that's in a different, reality, so, Bernadette is planet, New Rome, there's a reliquary to Saint Bernadette and and a mausoleum. All right, in New Rome. 38,742 means something, but I'm not sure what. Oh, right. Sorry. I'm trying to get better about having you not look at the top of my head all the time. I do want to try the new D6-based roleplay. Kind of curious. Alright, oh, dang, my hair is bad. I did the shave myself, and I can't see in the back, so good to know it needs work. Okay. Alright. Yeah. This is why I like having chat in the stream. Is because Thank you. Mm-hmm. All right. Beautiful. Okay. Ooh, let's roll this. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. I have all that going on. In the meantime, there's this, that, and the other thing. Okay. We are slowly but surely accruing resources. Okay, so in the meantime, ooh. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Focusing. Focus. Alright. Sorry. In the meantime, yes, we are actually going to do a thing. Right. Why don't I start with a type up stream, and if someone pops by, we can, yeah, that's how we're gonna play this. We're gonna start with the type up stream. If someone wants to pop by, we'll switch it to a new stuff stream. Because I need to do type up streams. I'm gonna type up Warhammer 40k stuff though, because it's Tuesday. And it's a Warhammer 40k type up day. So we're gonna do all the way back to the beginning. With Flotsam the Corvus, which we already typed up. Oliarch, we already typed up. Sarkat, we already typed her. Oh, we're actually doing pretty well in terms of, like, we're a couple pages back in terms of typing up all these guys. We're all really cool, by the way. Dendron, Jet, yes, Okolon, sorry, the Badger, Aurelian, okay. Turtle and Pleasant Lynn, Staden, Dusty the Horse, Shellick the Turtle, oh, he's a snapping turtle, right. Lilac, there's a lot of animal companion. Gustav the Snake, Ethel, oh, and the familiar, Leo, the cat familiar. I have quite a few. I might do another type up stream on Wednesday, honestly, because I've got to get through all these at some point. Griselda, no, that's old stuff. Okay, cantrips. Claude, the Elf Ranger, Hive World. Oh, okay. There we go. Found the first 40k, for Yentin. And I think I have a proper relevant planets. Stevenson House, the lore, yeah. Integrity, relevant planets. No, I definitely, ships. Hang on. Lore. Detailed biography. Here we go. Janthine. Gear, like carapace, Greek language, trade, techno. Yeah, we got a lot of here. Alright, we might have to go scraping the book for some more information on some of the others, which is good, because it means we can do creative stuff too. Bolt gun, okay. Shock staff, oh, hang on. Best craftsmanship, a really nice. good bunking stick. Like a real good bunking stick. Yeah. What else? There's like carapace, we got that. Alright. Okay, go to the skull. Oh, a multi-key. Basically a key. Like one of those handy dandy tools that have every kind of wrench in them or whatever. Something like that. No, that's a multi-tool. This one's more opens every door on the ship. Void suit. Gotta have that. Ooh, an injector. Secret, ointments, aka WD-40, because, she's in Mechanicus, so, her deal is, she was drafted by the Mechanicus as part of an archaeological dig on her planet. I need to go back and make her fill there. I'll do that in a minute. In a bit. After the stream. A microbead. Microbead is basically like a little earpiece that allows for the use of Vox, but in a very small package. Give me half a second. I also had to fix a thing on my other thing, so. Also, hello. Sorry about the break. I'm back. Welcome to anyone new. My name is Lee. He vibes today. Sure, day is fine. We're doing a thing. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we got an Omni tool. Microbead. Omni tool. No, combi tool, sorry. A data slate. That should be small, I think. Yeah, data slate. And Servo Skull Familiar, whose name is Kato. We agreed with this. Okay. Oh, I already had the shock staff. Never mind. Okay. There we go. Okay. Cool. So we got all the lore ones. Machine called Tech. Common. Oh, we have one common lore that she could just have anyone because she gets an extra free one because of reasons. So let me check what common lore skills we could have. Let's do it. You know, let's do something new today. Okay, so first things first is open the Rogue Trader Core rulebook. And oh, apparently it's up. Okay. You know, we'll leave it up for now while I look, and then I'll bring it back down in a minute. That works. I forgot that's a thing. Okay. Okay. Let me just this Double checking here. I'll scooch over a little bit. Double checking that I didn't screw that up. So I'm trying to keep drop my voice a little bit so I can keep up the vibes. All right. All right, let's do it. One of the good things about this PDF is that it's let's go skills, career path, skills. Skill descriptions. Here we go. 76. Let's do it. Crafting skills and movement skills, skill groups, interaction skills, exploration skills. Okay, here we go. Blather, awareness, carouse, ciphers. There's some really interesting ones. I don't use skills nearly often enough in my game. I tend to fudge the rules on the skills the most. Common lore. Alright! Here's a list of let's see. Common lore Adeptus Common lore machine cult. Okay. Yeah, so that's common lore Adeptus Mechanicus, I think, is the same as common lore machine cult. Common lore Imperial Creed. Forbidden lore is Adeptus Mechanicus. Okay, so the real good stuff. Architect. Well, I'm gonna go with Imperial Creed. Rights practices because Child of the... Yes, that makes sense. Okay, thematically for her. So, we're gonna go and find where this is put up. Yes, okay. Then we're gonna go to here. Also, if you're watching, hi, by the way. Say hi in the chat. I do enjoy when people come say hi. And that's intelligence based. I think that's all of them. Literacy, logic, yeah. Okay. Cool beans. Okay, so we hit save because you always, always, always save your work, people. Thank you. Let me announce that because it is important, and all that jazz. Okay. Okay, so detailed biography. Alright, let's go for the next. Or literacy. Oh, alright, we never put her implants. Hang on. I'm gonna read them out because I think this is really interesting. So, being an Adeptus Mechanicus gives you a whole slate of implants. So for example, she's been kitted out. She's basically cyborg at this point. Honestly, with the number of, with what she's got. So, next, just gotta check something quick. Sorry, I had to move something for my roommate because I don't want it to get in her way. But just being proactive and not letting stuff get in my roommate's way. Yeah, oh, so I wanted to say, okay, let's bring these back up. Hi. Okay, now let me also go to here and look at myself. Okay, so what we're gonna go is go up to, because she got all of these being when she got press gang by the Adeptus Mechanicus. Yeah, she got at some point she got kitted out with implant systems. Okay, hang on. Let me just double check what implants we get. Career paths. Void mat. Oh, the special ability. That's an important. Okay, let me go with Explorator is 52. Okay, so let me go to 72, check the special ability, and then go to 52, right? Rogue Trader, Arch Militant. She gets, what's her special ability? Explorator. Oh, Mechanicus Implants trait and may select up to 2 additional implants. 200 experience points to craftsmanship from one of bionic implants to level. The Explorator may increase craftsmanship up to twice. And may only do so at character creation. Otherwise, you have to like jump through hoops if you want to upgrade your to how well your bionics fit. You got to jump through hoops afterward. You either get the good stuff when it's getting put in, or you're screwed, basically. 366. Okay. So you got all of this stuff. I'm gonna just copy it out, I think. Just so onto her character sheet. Or, what she's got. And she could have up to 2 more, too. But we could look at the list and see what other implants she might, have wanted. Let's start with Electrograft. So, yeah, let's do it. Okay. Electrograft. Ooh. That's like a USB port in your nervous system. Okay. Okay. So, this small port is grafted into your nervous system. Once you've been properly trained, this will allow you to interface with machine data ports and certain types of data nets. Electrographs can take many forms, such as electos, skull shunts, finger probes, or spine jacks. Okay, so summarize. We should probably take mention which form hers takes too, just as a character development thing. What kind of biological USB port does she have? Into nervous system. That allows, I think she probably has them in her wrists, I'm imagining. Like, I can just pop out. Like, so there's a chunk of flesh removed here, and then it's kind of replaced with a, metal piece that goes in instead of that part of the wrist. And then it's, it has a little bit of a cord, like it's got like a 3-inch little nub cord that you can poke out, and an input. It has both input and output, so you can switch up whether you jack in or jack out depending on situational. You know, because it's good to have variety and possibility. And it also allows you the most flexibility in terms of, I would think, hooking yourself up, like how you position yourself relative to whatever you're trying to jack into. Like if it's a skull port, you're basically, you have to get your skull right next to it if you want to jack in or get a cable. And depending on how long the cable is, you're kind of stuck. When the arm, if you don't have your own any particular length of cable, you can still kind of move a little bit and change position so you don't get like, you know, that allows, okay, what does it allow you to do? Interface with machine data ports and certain types of data nets. Okay. So we're reskinning. Oh, that's a whole other thing that I'm planning on. Don't think about it too hard. Okay. So that's the electrograft. Oh right, the wrist. Jantine specifically. The cable's only like 2 feet long, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. Unless you get an extender to, but it's doable. You know what I mean? Oh, this one has a tail. Sorry. All right. Mm-hmm. Both an input jack and an output connector with about 1 foot of coiled. Yep, 1 foot. Not much at all. Okay. Okay. All right. So that's her electrographs. What's the next one? Electroinductors. Palm-sized metal skin grafts appear much like tattoos to the uninitiated. Are wired into your nervous system where they derive power from bioelectrical emanations of the flesh. They can be used to emit or siphon power in many ways. Electroinductors can be any color and appear anywhere on the body, though hands and mechadendrites are the usual sites. Okay. So, okay. That appear. Two has. Okay, how do you. Alright, we're checking the spelling. Oh, that's why 2, because they're tattoo. Tattoos. Okay, so it isn't ES. It's one of those weird ones that's like the exception to the. Okay, sorry. And. From. Well, that's what you meant when you said it could appear as electus. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. I understand. Electric tattoos. Like, okay. Okay. I got it. Very clever. Alright. Nervous system. Siphon and what's the other word? Technical term. It was a emit. That's the word I was looking for. Emit. Also emit. Emit power or siphon it from other sources. Gotcha. Okay, so we got the electroinductors. Pretty cool. Ooh, a respirator unit. Lower face and neck. Okay. Plus 20 bonus to resist airborne toxins and gas weapons. The respirator unit also contains a Vox synthesizer capable of transmitting your voice in a variety of ways. Respirators can appear as simple grill units or intricate mask-like carvings, depending on how fancy you want to get. Okay. So, the question is, what does hers look like? Alright. Just enough of that. Electroinductors. We got respirator unit. So I'm typing all this down as I go over it. Respirator unit. Implant involves tube, wires, Vox grills, and other augmetic parts replacing. Augmetic parts that replace the lower face and neck to purify air supply. Okay. So, an augmetic, let's see, how do we, paraphrasing 101. Augmetic parts that replace the, neck and lower face. To purify air. Purify air supply. What does it do? Okay. Plus 20 bonus to resist airborne toxins. Airborne toxins and gas weapons, which means, you're in luck if someone uses mustard gas. Also contains a Vox synthesizer. She could do something fun with it. All right, so all right. Introduce the box set to her. All right. All right. Question is then, what does Janthine's cool, epic, mouthpiece look like? Is designed. Look. She's got a golden. Okay, yeah. So she's carefully designed her system. Face thing. All right. A thick choker. So it's kind of like a thick choker, kind of like that. Like full thickness, just like around, completely around the neck. With with an Aquila on it, and then the jawline. Like the top part is gold to follow her exact jawline, with like a mold of her lips and teeth. Kinda. Is made to the exact shape. Her natural jawline. And made of gold. And plated in gold. I don't think it's probably solid gold or anything, but it probably can't be, given. But yeah, so yeah. No, I'm out. I have salty snacks. There's still salt, but you know, like butter and salt. Okay. In gold. Yeah, because you would have to open the mouth to. So be. Just trying to do something real quick. It'd be very difficult. Probably look really weird too. Sorry, I know I look weird too, but I'm trying to figure out how would you, if your lower jaw was fixed, could you open with just the upper part of the facial muscles? And the answer is probably, but it would look really dumb. Alright, anyway, probably can't open her mouth very far, but, and lower, like her lower lip. So if it replaces the jaw, just thinking about this, technically, so it would replace the jaw, I would imagine, and the whole soft palate, the whole, internal, so you'd lose your voice box. A tongue, you might be able to keep the tongue, and she probably did keep her tongue. Yeah, she probably kept her tongue on request, but lost the bottom teeth, to, you know, a replacement piece, which she probably had put in, you know, chewing would be a pain in the ass. Probably can't really chew that well, which is a shame, but, you know, that's how you do with the Mechanicus. They probably mostly live on liquid nutrition anyway. But, yeah, you have to give up your whole, mouth system. Well, if it's meant to purify air, then you probably have to give up your, you probably have to give up eating, too. Well, you could probably fuse the nostrils, right? Have the filter, Well, no, if you replace the trachea, you replace the, no, because you replace the lower down. Like, the nose drains, and the breath drain into, like, the airway here, right? So if you replaced all of this, you replaced the airway here, you could put the filter in with the neck, and you could still breathe through your nose regularly. The filter would just be lower. That would be where you'd purify the air supply. Okay, this is good. We are figuring out the biology of freaking Mechanicus implants today, which is fun. Okay, so what, also, hi to anyone new. My name is Lee. Does anyone? No, we got one viewer. Okay. So, no one knew. That's fine. Oh, my Bruno is streaming. Okay, probably gonna stream to him. I'll keep going I'll finish typing up the implants. And if anyone pops by, we'll say hello and then see from there. And then, if nobody pops by after I finish doing the implants, I'll, raid in, to that. Sound like a plan? Cool. Okay. If anyone objects to the plan, you can speak up. You know, pop in the chat, say hi, say no, I want you to stream longer, or yeah, let's go right in, or hey, let's raid Fresh for Hire, you haven't raided him in a while. Something like that. Whatever you want to say. Sorry, I just like it when people talk in the chat. Okay, natural jawline and plated in gold. Yeah. So it looks like she just has a golden jaw, which she kind of does, but there's actual, like, implants and stuff in there. Okay. So let's see. That's the respirator unit. What else she got? Cyber Mantle. This is a framework of metals, wires, and impulse transmitters hooked onto your spine and lower rib cage. Ooh, okay. Cyber Mantle. As you gain further implants, this mantle acts as subdermal anchorage point. Amongst other servants of the Omnissiah, this cyber mantle is often referred to as the true flesh. One would have to look beneath the red robes of a tech priest to discover what a cyber mantle looks like. Thus, no one admits to having seen one, because that means having seen a tech priest naked, and no one wants to admit that they saw a tech priest naked, because it's weird. Alright, Cyber Mantle. Alright, how to explain this? They go like here. I mean, I have the binder, but it just squishes the boobs down. It keeps the rest of everything pretty much. That's why you go with the binder, is so it doesn't squish your internal organs, as opposed to, like, ace bandages oftentimes compress a little too much and squish on the ribs and the lungs in an unhealthy way. They also get your chest flatter, though, so it's a kind of, you know. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. Sorry, boobs, now that I'm touching my chest, you ever get, like, weird reverse dysphoria? Don't answer that. That's a thing that only very few people get. But, like this. Check one thing real quick. Sorry. Someone's... Alright. Sorry about that. That just, I had to check something real quick. I'm back. Hello, welcome back. Okay. So, let's see. Cyber Mantle is, metal framework grafted onto the spine and lower ribs. Yeah. To anchor all the other, implants, right? Basically, to anchor all the other implants. The true flesh. Wow, okay. The spine and lower ribs to help anchor all the other implants. Basically. So a cyber mantle. Okay, cool. Ooh, Potentia coil. Alright. Cranials. Ooh, cranials. Okay, so Potentia coil. Okay. I feel like the Potentia coil can just be go with under the cyber mantle. Well, let's see what it says. Power unit can store energy and produce various types of fields. Coils may come in many types, from small crystal stacks to bulky electrical galvanizers salvaged from vehicle engines. Many a hunchback within the Ecdyptus mechanicus is blamed upon a primitive coil. Okay, so it stores energy and generates fields. It stores energy and generates various types of fields. Just handy dandy if you need you need to become a human magnet. Just electric field, electromagnetic field. Poof. Generate a magnetic field. Check. An EMP. Ooh, that's a thought. You could be a walking tech nightmare if you just generated EMPs on your Potentia coil. And because they emanate outward, you could probably... I don't know, that might knock out your own Voxcasters, though. But that would be like a suicide bomb deal, right? You walk into a very highly complicated tech area, pop the EMP, your Vox goes out, your brain implants go out. You're, if not dead, then close to it. But all the around you is just shut down, right? So that'd be an interesting play as a last-ditch effort to do that. Potentia coil. So, okay, so Potentia coil, which stores energy. Let's see. And last one is cranial circuitry. Okay, that's the heavy stuff. It's probably, she probably tries not to, she probably has her Vox set too. Has Vox set too. She always keeps her Vox, so it just sounds like she's speaking through a telephone and not like a robot voice, or as much as it can, like as close to human speech as possible. Like I know a lot, so probably it's weirdly Uncanny Valley because, it's like Uncanny Valley close, because it's not quite proper speech, but not like just full on robot voice, but she prefers it that way because she... Yeah, has a thing about that. Okay. Yes. So, cranial circuitry. Okay, so cranial circuitry. Okay, hang on. How do you spell circuitry? Circuitry. Circuitry. Cranial circuitry. Of implants and processor augments your mental capabilities. Most sit within housing bolted onto the skull, while others nestled within the brain itself. As you grow in seriousness from your devotions, more and more of the brain that deals with useless things such as emotion and intuition can be scooped away to provide room for additional augmentations. Cranial circuits are often very crude looking and rather aged. So, probably, just at like a nice little brick housing, like grafted to the skull that where you cut off the part of the cut off the part of the back of the skull, right? And you probably grafted like a box that sits on the back of the skull just to hold all the extra bits, and then anything nestled in the brain stays in. Yep. Okay. So we got hers. That's what hers looks like. Because if you're gonna design a Mechanicus and their implants are, very varied depending on who did them and where, you wanna provide individuality, because that's the way tech priests look individual, is what parts you have. Because if you strip away your flesh if you strip away so much of your flesh for parts, your parts become like, I don't know, if you have, for example, a prosthetic, what your prosthetic looks like becomes as much a part of what you look like as the aesthetic as what the rest of you looks like, you know? It becomes sort of, because you're wearing it all the time, whenever you interact with anyone, it becomes, what does it look like? It becomes part of what you look like, and as a character design thing. Now, granted, I have no idea what the rest of her looks like. That's the flesh and blood part, because I don't do character design. But since we're putting all these in here, I might as well. And then we'll see what other cool images, tech stuff she can get. And that, no, not that. Did not want that. Go away. Thank you. Okay. Series of implants. Brain, to augment capacity. Has a metal box the size of brick mounted halfway up the back of her skull to house hers. Alright, that's what she, okay, hit save. Always save your work. Always save your work. Importantness. Okay, okay, let me go back to, what was it, 52, no, 72. 147. Alright, let me go to 147 and see if there's any other interesting looking implants, because we can take up to 2 more. Cybernetics. Bionic implants and cybernetic augmentation are a fact of life in the Imperium. They are the blessings of the machine god, enabling damaged or diseased body parts to be replaced, improving on the abilities and powers of the human body, and, in certain cases, extending life. There is a price to be paid for such improvements, however, and that cost is measured not simply in flesh, but it can be argued in humanity and even sanity. Well, it is expected for all members of the Adeptus Mechanicus to replace their impure flesh with holy technology. For the most others, a bionic replacement or upgrade is more often a necessity due to injury or occupation. Most explorers view this as an opportunity as well, however, as some mechanical substitutes are far superior to the natural limb or organ they replace. While few bionics are as advanced as those granted to the priesthood of Mars, most common forms rarely require the extensive body modifications espoused by the adepts of the machine cult. Due to superstition and uneven levels of technology across the Imperium, the sophistication and use of bionics varies widely, as does the reaction to those who display the augmentations. Each different kind of cybernetic grants the user different benefits, and sometimes penalties, depending on its craftsmanship. The exception to this is best craftsmanship cybernetics that provide no additional benefits beyond those of good craftsmanship, but are far more impressive in the construction and design. The availability listed below represents common cybernetics. All mechadendrite cybernetics are considered to be of good craftsmanship, unless otherwise noted. Bionic replacement limbs are assumed to operate at the same level of strength and dexterity as the body they are attached to, rather than risking ripping themselves out of their host through overpressure, though their robust construction does add +2 to the owner's toughness bonus against hits scored to the particular location. So if you hit your arm, but it's a prosthetic cybernetic replacement arm, you basically get a +2 extra armor. So it's you take 2 less damage than you would anyway, because it's tougher than, squishy flesh. Damage. Ooh, hang on. Damage taken. Hang on. Critical damage dealt to these. Damage taken to those locations counts as damage to the character, and critical damage dealt to these locations function as normal. Any result that causes bleeding or some other inappropriate result renders the bionic limb useless. So basically, if you were going to be bleeding out of the arm, if the arm gets shot, you just can't use your arm because it's, sparking or whatever. Critical damage to a limb results in death has the full effect, as it can be assured that the limb explodes into shrapnel, incinerates, or discharges stored energy through its owner with lethal effect. Replacement and additional limbs, such as mech dendrites, can only be used to perform tasks that the owner already knows how to do. So basically, if you don't know how to do it, you're not going to be able to do it with a prosthetic. Just the prosthetic doesn't know how to do anything. You have to know what you're doing with it. Okay, let's see. Makes sense. So, for example, a character with a mechadendrite must have the Medicae skill in order to take advantage of the extra ability the limb grants. Hi! Hello, you're a little late, but welcome to the stream. I was just reading up on implants because Janthine, here actually, I'll show you. Janthine, one of the characters that I was working on, who I was doing a type up for, actually, for Rogue Trader, is a explorator. So she ended up getting press ganged to the machine cult and of Mars, and getting the huge amounts of her body replaced by chunks. Like, she has a box on the back of her head that covers part of her brain. Her whole neck and lower jaw were replaced by circuitry, including her voice box, and trachea, which means she has a breathing filter, which helps, but also means her voice sounds like Uncanny Valley, like robot voice, because the bottom. And then a lot of her, like, ribs, the lower part of her ribs and spine was tweaked with stuff, and with an energy coil to power stuff. It's actually pretty impressive work, but a lot. So, but so we're oh yes, I see. Note that bonuses and penalties relate only to tests made using the bionic limb, and characters who possess 2 bionic limbs do not gain double the bonus, but rather may apply the bonus regardless of which bionic limb they are using. Okay, makes sense. Bionic arm. Common versions of these systems mirror the function of the human arm and hand exactly, retaining strength, dexterity, and sense of touch. Poor versions have the owner's agility score when matters of fine dexterity are involved, and weapon skill and ballistic skill suffer a -10 penalty when using the limb. Good bionic arm provides a +10 bonus on agility tests requiring delicate manipulation, and adds a +10 strength test, +10 to strength tests using the arm. So if you have a meh one, it's harder when doing stuff, but if you have a really good one, it gets better. Bionic locomotion, legs, hip, pelvis, etc. Common locomotion bionics must be fully integrated into the spine and nervous system to function properly. Basic models accomplish this without any loss of function over the human norm. Poor craftsmanship halves the character's movement rates, round up, and as such, characters that attempt to run must succeed on agility tests or fall at the end of their movement. Good versions of these systems grant the owner the sprint talent. In addition, they add +20 bonus to tests made to jump or leap. Common just kind of gets you whatever, Common craftsmanship, which is just the basic, gets you whatever you had before back. A bionic respiratory system. Common bionic lungs and implanted respiratory systems mimic the action of human lungs and keep the body supplied with oxygen. Such characters gain a +20 bonus to toughness tests made to resist airborne toxins and gas weapons. I think this is kind of similar, at least the upper part of the respiratory system that Janthine had installed. Just not even because she needed it per se, just to do it, because all Mechanicus tech priests have to have it, and she just allowed it because she didn't really have a choice in the matter. Good bionic lungs count as a full life support system. Thus, for any reason the user's own respiratory system fails, bionic lungs will keep the body oxygenated, and their presence may be unnoticeable if designed to be so. Interesting. Implant systems. Here we go. What follows are some of the more widely used bionic and cybernetic implants desired to improve or salvage the human body. Implants usually serve to grant humans some ability you do not already possess, or integrate external devices into the body. Note, mechadendrites are cybernetic limbs that are usually mounted on the back or shoulders. The maximum number of mechadendrites a character may have mounted upon his body is equal to the toughness bonus. Alright, and, her toughness bonus. What's Janthing's toughness bonus? That's an important question. Toughness is 44, so 4... Oh yeah, she's tank. So, that's pretty good toughness. So she can actually probably take up to 4 mechadendrites if she wanted extra arms. I don't know if she does, but the reason I'm reading through is because she can take up to 2 more implants than the basic array that she already has as part of the Adeptus Mechanicus. She can have 2 more as well if she wants. Yeah, so she gets 2 more if she wants them. Auger arrays. These implanted devices duplicate the effect of sensor systems that go beyond human normal senses. In all cases, their use requires concentration and a half action. Common systems function identically to the standard handheld Auspex devices. Poor systems possess only a slight detection ability, either heat, radiation, or electromagnetics, and have limited range of 20 meters. Good systems function as a full Auspex, but also allow rerolls on perception tests when using its functions. This catch-all category can include additional oral and scent receptors, atmospheric pressure detectors, sonar imaging systems, and more, depending on the type of implant desired. These can work in concert with existing bionics or even natural senses. This implant grants the heightened senses talent for 1 sense. Alright, Baleful Eye. A legendary Archaeotech bionic eye pattern that incorporates a tiny las weapon, sacrificing some of the normal abilities of cybernetic vision implant in order to include this device. Each Baleful Eye has been passed from recipient to recipient across centuries and millennia, reclaimed by the machine cult when its present owner dies. As might be imagined, this is very intimidating when used as part of negotiation with primitive societies. A character with the implant has a weapon equal to a hell pistol in your eye. Okay, that's kind of cool, not gonna lie. I don't think Jantine's going for it, but especially because she'd have to get, pull strings to get one of these, and she's not in the best standing with the fellow machine cults. The Baleful Eye can be fired even if the character's hands are full, and the Baleful Eye may be used as a pistol in melee. The Baleful Eye of Sebastian Winterscale is said to have contained much more powerful weapons, but has been lost for centuries. So he kitted it out with something a bit more powerful, but lost it, so they can't find his body, so they can't get the eye back. Ballistic Mechadendrite. This solid shoulder-mounted Mechadendrite is designed for self-defense. Its 2-meter limb is mounted with sleek las pistol of Adeptus Mechanicus design. Weapon counts as las pistol with compact upgrade. The owner may use this Mechadendrite as a reaction for the round or as a half action. Go away. But it may only be fired once per round. The firer uses full ballistic skill for the attack. Note that this weapon has no... here we go. Or as a half-action attack on his own turn, but can only be fired once per round. The firer uses full ballistic skill for the attack. Note that this weapon has no optical targeting faculties built in. You must have the appropriate Mechadendrite use talent to operate the implant. Okay. Bionic Heart. The Paranoid, or Prepared, are ever willing to replace crude flesh with more durable, armored materials. The light armor shielding of Bionic Heart provides a last line of defense. Superior models can be triggered to pump more rapidly to increase physical capacity, though the risks of stroke or other catastrophe as a result of the circulatory system is put under pressure. A character with this implant gains +1 to armor to the body location. This bonus stacks with any armor worn, and gains the sprint talent. Okay. That's kind of cool. Calculus Logi upgrade. Internal cogitator implants which aid in data retention and processing. The user can rapidly shift through stacked data slates and parchments, applying intuition to vast realms of data far beyond the capabilities of a normal man. This implant grants the user a +10 bonus to literacy, logic, or scholastic lore tests. Okay. Probably similar to what she's already got, honestly. I mean, she's already got a bunch of mental implants stuck in the back of the head. Probably already get the cortex implants. These systems may be used to repair severely damaged brain or augment its abilities. Common cortex implants are used to restore paralyzed and brain-damaged individuals to some semblance of normalcy. The best that can be managed for these systems is permanent loss of 1d10 from characters' weapon skill, ballistic skill, agility, intelligence, and fellowship. Okay, so if you... Basically, this is... If you get your brain bashed in, this might... in addition, to characters gain 1d10 insanity points. Poor cortex implants restore brain function but destroy the personality and memories of the subject, effectively making them a servitor, and therefore unsuitable for player characters. Good cortex implants are unusual even among the Mechanicus, and their creation is almost lost art. They grant the trait unnatural intelligence, ×2, and in addition perform all the functions of a cogitator system. However, the character with this implant gains 1d10 insanity points. Common ones are you just lose a little bit of basically all your skills. It's a very nasty skill decrease. But if you're dying, cranial armor. This augmentation converts or replaces most of the skull with a layer of plasteel and gel padding to prevent concussion. Built-in helmet, basically. And other brain injuries. This implant adds +1 to armor. This bonus stacks with any worn armor to the head location. Cybernetic senses, sight, hearing, touch, and taste can be duplicated artificially, and more esoteric senses may be added. Common systems, well, usually very obviously artificial and often oversized, manage to more or less duplicate the appropriate range of human senses. I'm guessing it's poor, there we go. Hang on. Poor cybernetic senses are problem-ridden imitations of the real thing. Hearing may be troubled by static, vision rendered in low-resolution monochrome, and so on. A character with this system suffers a -20 penalty to tests made involving cybernetic senses. Good cybernetic senses grant heightened senses talent for the particular sense, and a +20 bonus to tests made to resist attacks of this on the sense itself, such as deafening noise or blinding flashes. Basic and advanced cybernetic eyes may also incorporate magnifying lens, counting as telescopic sight, or a full photovisor and/or a system allowing dark sight trait. Likewise, a basic or advanced cybernetic hearing may also include an internal microbead system. Locator matrix. Microcogitators implanted in the base of the skull allow the user to be aware of the direction of true magnetic north. Ooh, you get a little built-in compass. Present location to within a few meters. Relative velocity, altitude, time of day, and other valuable information. The user must still have access to the maps and other planets in order to benefit from this information. So you have to be able to see yourself on a map, but once you know where you are on the map, as soon as you start moving, it keeps track of it for you, so you can use it as a relay. However, knowing where you are at a specific location on a planetary surface has little meaning if you have no idea what is over the next rise or what direction you must travel to reach a given destination. Manipulator mechadendrite. This powerful shoulder-mounted mechadendrite is designed for heavy lifting and manipulation of industrial machinery. Built of cremite and steel, it may extend to a length of 1.5 meters. When using the arm, the character gains a +20 bonus to strength tests. This limb is tipped with 2 sets of gripping and crushing pincers. They may be locked around a suitable armor point as a free action to safely tether the tech priest to lifting gear, high gantries, and so on. Oh! So you can, like, put yourself up, and then you don't have to worry about falling because you're safely tethered on. Finally, a character may use the manipulators as a club. It counts as a primitive weapon that deals 1d5 +2 impact damage, where you smack someone over the head with it. The manipulator may not be used for any task requiring fine manipulation, such as typing on a keypad or handling delicate objects. A character must have appropriate mechadendrite use talent to operate this implant. Medicae mechadendrite. This 2-meter-long, flexible limb is designed to provide medical and surgical assistance in the field. It grants +10 bonus to Medicae tests, but you have to have the Medicae skill because you have to know what you're doing. The mechadendrite houses 6 injector pistons, each of which may be filled with 1 dose of a drug. These must be supplied separately. In addition to providing first aid, the mechadendrite's flesh staples may be used to staunch blood loss as a half action. A small chain scalpel attachment reduces the difficulty of limb amputation to a challenge. Ooh, okay, if you have to amputate. This blade may be used as an improvised weapon, and on a hit deals 25 rending damage. Finally, the Medicae mechadendrite may be used to gain a +10 bonus to interrogation tests. This mechadendrite may be shoulder or sternum mounted. The character must have the mechadendrite use talent to operate the implant, and probably also the Medicae talent to actually do any, medical test with it. Memorance is a neural linked data vault and picture capture array, often incorporating augment replacement to one or both eyes, that records information of people or scenes viewed. It can then later replay that information or overlay the present view with additional data on people and objects viewed. It is a tool of chroniclers, remembrancers, and masters of ceremonies, as well as factors or nobles who like to see the secrets of their rivals overlaid on their view at the negotiating table. It can provide a +10 bonus to trade, remembrancer tests, or other tests in social situations where recorded information provides leverage or value. The implant also grants the user a total recall talent if he does not already possess it. Ooh, wow, there's a lot. Okay. Mind Impulse Unit. These devices, also known as sense links, allow the owner to directly interface with machines or technological devices. MIUs see widespread use among the Adeptus Mechanicus, who regard them as objects of divine communion. Basic MIU implant involves a single spinal or cortex connector, while advanced variants include wrist connectors or probes, possibly mechadendrite connectors, in addition to the spinal plug. Basically, I think that, what's the injector? I think, Janthine already has something similar as part of her, basic package, one, that lets her interface with machines, technological devices. Common panels oppose no modifiers to machine spirit communication and add +10 bonus to tech use, pilot, drive test used in conjunction with devices capable of MIU linking. Poor MIU systems require a successful willpower test to use and impose -10 penalty to interact with machine spirits. Good models grant +10 bonus to communicate with machine spirits. In addition, MIU gives the user the ability to experience. Okay. And for tech use, pilot, drive, logic, inquiry, and ballistic skill tests would interface with MIU systems. In addition, MIU gives the user ability to experience senses of any familiar control, such as a servo skull, grapple hawk. Ooh, so you can jack in and see your servo skull. That's cool. Weapon interface, optical, mechadendrite. Ooh, it's like a 3-meter eye. Extendable eye. If not extendable ear. That's cool. Sorry, I'm just checking something real quick. Wait. Alright, okay. So this is a simplified version that only operates with that only works with weapons. While not as elaborate, it is easier to use and in favor of many military professionals, allow to fire an additional ranged weapon as a free action, using a full ballistic skill no matter what action may be taken at the time. This additional weapon must be connected to the user via MIU weapon interface and often equipped as a shoulder mount. Okay. So basically you can stick a gun on your shoulder and then use your hands for other stuff and fire it once per round anyway. Pretty cool. Optical mechadendrite. This highly flexible mechadendrite set with a pick capture and sensory device designed to assist in inspection and detection. This mechadendrite extends a length of 3 meters and can reduce its width to pencil thickness. It grants a +10 bonus to all perception-based tests. This pick device mounted on mechadendrite allows the user to examine surfaces at a microscopic level and may be used as telescopic sight. The mechadendrite also mounted with infrared, torch, and sensors. A character using the mechadendrite suffers no penalties due to darkness and grants a +20 bonus to vision-based perception tests at night. Finally, the mechadendrite is fitted with a light array that may be tinted a variety of different colors depending on the controller's whim. This mechadendrite may be shoulder or sternum mounted. A character must have the appropriate mechadendrite use talent to operate. Okay, so I would say she's got the optical mechadendrite. We're going to have to figure out the mechadendrite use because she doesn't have the talent for it yet, but she can take it as leveling up. So it's kind of useless until she levels up, essentially, but I think she should have it. Optical mechadendrite. We're doing it. I think you have to be born on a Forge World to get that. But, starting out. But, yeah. Optical, because that's cool. Mechadendrite. A 3 meter long flexible hello. I'm nearing the end of the stream, but so basically I was doing a Warhammer 40k. I was working on the character of Janthine. So I decided I was going to do a type up stream. So I went back, and I realized that I didn't put a lot of, I had kind of jarbled notes on her implants. So I went to check, and so I wrote down all her implants. But then I realized that she also could have 2 others if she wanted. So I decided to go through the list and see if there were any she wanted. And freaking optical mechadendrite is really cool. So it's 3 meters long, right? It's flexible, and it's an extra tentacle. It's either sternum mounted or shoulder mounted. I'm gonna say hers is probably left shoulder. She really has hers on her. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say it's left shoulder. Yeah, it's her left shoulder, mounted on her left shoulder. We'll note that down. That contains a small pictocaptor. Can be as small as pencil thin. Grants telescopic sight. And microscopic views as well. All right. Let's see. What else did it have? Let me pop this up. Oh, actually, hang on. I can actually show. I took it down a minute, but optical mechadendrite. So that's kind of what it looks like in the bottom there. And then you can see the synthetic muscle grafts and subskin armor on this one. But I don't think she has any of that. She's not a melee kind of, but it would be kind of useful for her. Let's see. Plus 10 bonus on perception checks. Okay, perception tests. Plus 10 bonus on perception checks. On perception tests, which is very handy. It's out of 100, so plus 10 is fairly good. Perception tests. What else does it do? Mounted infrared. Can also see infrared and no penalty due to darkness. Perception test. Plus 20 at night. With no... penalties due to darkness. No penalties due to darkness. What else? No penalties due to darkness. No penalties due to darkness. Okay, yeah. Plus 20 at night with no penalties. Penalties due to darkness. Plus 20 at night. What else does it... Oh, yeah. And infrared. Fitted with infrared. Infrared. And can produce... I'm going to say that's it for implants, because it's 12:01 and I really do want to end the stream at a reasonable hour. So, thank you for all for coming. I really appreciate it. I'm going to hit save. I know it was just a type stream, so it wasn't that interesting, but we did get some cool stuff on the Janthine and her cool ass implants. So, thank you all for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow we're gonna do a late night stream, and I always appreciate it. Also, fun fact, check this out. This is a really cool necklace that I got. It used to have a black chain, but I switched that out with to put the other necklace on that chain and use this necklace, because this chain for this one, because you can just swap the chains like that. It's a pretty cool system, actually. And but yeah, it's a cool little anchor. It's from a company called Relentless Rebels. That's why, because they sponsor me. And this one, and you can use the code to get 20% off, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, and real quick, while I have you here, we go to Discord. Where am I doing this? Where am I going to? Discord, right. So it's the top one. Here it is. My own personal Discord, which is kind of awesome. If you're not there already. Yeah, my personal Discord, which is a good time. We have some fun stuff going on there. If you want to come pop by and say hello. Relentless Rebels, really cool company. You get 20% off. Discord, which is mine, which is cool if you want to hang out with me. Oh, actually, since I'm, doing the thing, might as well, right? If you want to see old streams that got, if you're ever bored out of your skull and want to watch me babble, a bunch of my old stuff is up there, plus a few other random videos that, not many. I haven't recorded many because I've been so busy streaming, but, a bunch of other videos if you're interested. A lot of them are on Rogue Trader, actually, on Renthok, this planet I created and stuff. So there's that. What else? Yep, thanks for watching. We're gonna raid. I'll be tomorrow late night. Let's see. We're gonna raid Hiberno Way, a friend of mine. They're playing Dungeons & Dragons, so we'll see what we do. Very good friend. Fellow writer, too. Yep. I will see you all later. Bye-bye. You're all coming. Excellent. Okay. Yes, do this. Do that. Once we're sure we're in.